right, y'all, the time has finally come. Welcome back to the all new season of The Jump Off. Y'all, baby, it's been what? I lost count. It's been over 2, 3, 4 months, but we are back, okay? We got a lot of ground to cover, a lot of change to get into, a lot of mental work to discuss. Let's get right to it. We are going to start out with what I call purpose pressure. So let's take it back. May of 2021. We were, mustering through with the jump off and then had a viral video. So you know that saying, I don't know who originated it, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Well, Janice was not ready. And it was just one little, little viral video. Like, people have viral videos all the time, but it's hot in here. It was just so much. So I was not ready. As we can see with the topics on the show, I struggle with waiting to the last minute. Anyway, we'll talk about that later in the season. So I put this immense amount of pressure on myself to match that same content to have, another viral video, because that's, as a content creator, that's, kind of what you want to happen. You want people to see your stuff and you want a mass audience. And actually that video, we did the workout. I think it took us maybe 3 minutes to make that video, if that. But it was more of like, hurry up, get the camera fell, pick the camera up. Anyway, I should do a blooper video. Like, I posted that, closed the app, went on my way, and then it just, like, people are reposting it and using it for stuff. All of that to say I was not ready. So I was talking to my friend, shout out to Dion. I was explaining to him how I needed to come up with more sketch ideas and, push on with the jump off, because after the episode where I bared my soul, I was like, how do I come back? Like, what's next? How do I top myself from that? And he was like, it sounds like you're under a lot of pressure. And I'm like, yes, I have a lot going on, and I'm trying to continue to ride the wave of this success of this video. And he's like, well, it sounds like you have a lot of purpose pressure going on. And I'm like, pressure is pressure, miss me with all that. But we started to talk about it, and I'll define purpose pressure as pressure that is put on you to help you grow to be the person that you need to be for your purpose. Through that chat with him, I was just like, I get it. I don't know exactly what my purpose is, but I get it that I need to change to be that person. But does it have to be at this speed, at this amount of pressure? Like, this is a lot for me to handle. It was overwhelming, and I get overwhelmed very quickly. But you got to look at everything as a lesson and grow from it. So I started to think, like, okay, through the work, the pressure that is being put on me in these certain areas, these are the areas that I'm always like, oh, I need to get better with structure, with planning, time management, to help me see that I can't wait to the last minute. I have to plan things. I have to act on things when the opportunity is there. So I'm still trying to learn and gather and grasp all of that. Between the ending of last season of the jump off till now, a lot of mental growth and physical growth has happened. I have so many ideas of different outlets that I want to go, and yes, I wasn't ready when that video went viral, but I think it was a good thing I wasn't ready, because just where I was in my life, the end of 2020, the first half of 2021, like literally up until like June, July, that person, what I was giving then is completely different than now. And I will honestly say, I needed to get knocked off of that horse back to the ground so that I could continue to work on my foundation. Because literally a year ago, when I watched the Euphoria and it got me to this creative place, and I really opened up to this other world of creativity, and then you give me a drop, an ounce, and I just ran with that. And I left my foundation still with cracks and not completely repaired. So I was riding that that little ounce of growth that I did have, now having a taste of that and reeing up to get back to finding myself and doing the work, I'm excited. I feel like I'm right at the edge of learning and becoming who I am and actually walking in who Janice is. You can't, like, there's no Janice, oh, there's no connotation to that. Like, you don't know who a Janice is. I've always kind of had that in my mind, like, oh, I get to create. I mean, everybody gets to create who they are, but I get to create, like, when the world sees Janice, like, what they associate that with. I'm excited because I think in the last year, I have grown mentally so much than I ever have. But I will say that the lows that I've had have been lower than I've ever had. There's just so much. This season, I let me stop right there. There's so many episodes of different things that I've wanted to talk about, but I was too afraid to, because I was like, I don't want to rock the boat. You know, we just gonna dive in. Forget what, if anything, if I've learned anything in at least the last like 3 months, what's the worst that could happen? Because, you know, I'm the only one that's holding myself back, so I have to get over these hurdles. We gonna get over these hurdles. We gonna grow. We gonna learn. We gonna keep going with it. And I just want to thank you all. Even though the show has been off for like months, people are still like, oh yeah, so when's the jump off coming back? I don't think y'all understand. Like, when I first started this show, 2018 I think it was, I was so nervous. I've always wanted to do this, so my teacher said do it, so I'm gonna do it. All of that to say, just thank you all, because you have a dream and you have all these expectations that are tied to it, that you want it to go well, you want it to succeed. You know, you post something and you gotta let go of it and hope that it does well. So I want to thank y'all for really rocking with me. Not the views and all that, but actually like engaging in the conversations with me, like in the comments or in person, and really just talking to me about these things, because that's what this is. It's a conversation. In order to expand your horizon and to grow, you have to read stuff and take in stuff to see things differently than what you currently do. And that's really what it is. You know, everybody has helped me change. All of that to say thank you so much. We're gonna end it here because I'm getting long-winded and we have so many more episodes to talk about all this stuff. So I want to thank you all. Like, subscribe, all of that fun stuff, and I'll see y'all back next week, because I need a teacup, because we're gonna have to sip and talk